Hello everyone, thanks again for tuning in. I'm going to be bringing you a video on how to create three-way junctions in OpenTTD. I started off by creating the main line that'll be connecting two or more stations together right here. So usually this line will be relatively busy, have a decent number of trains on it. And then I created the line that you're connecting this main line to. So this will have one or more stations that you're trying to add on to that main line. Usually the most awkward part of this is figuring out where to start. I like to begin by getting my feeder line's right lane to cross left, or turn left rather, and cross onto the main line here. So next up we build the bridges, and you can see I'm building two bridges here as opposed to one, and that's because we have one tile of spacing in between each of our signals here, and these bridges here have 4 tiles to them. And you can't build signals on bridges, so it forces you to have 4 tiles worth of spacing in between these signals, which causes slowdowns on a busy network. Next up is setting up the line connecting from the main line to the feeder, so this is connecting the far side. And then after that I'm going to be just tidying up some signals here and modifying some of the track here so that both bridges have the same length of track. So for the signals among the bridges, you just want signals where you can get them, but you want to maintain at least one gap of spacing, and then at the entrance it is an entrance signal and then one exit signal for each path that can be taken on those bridges. Next we put some track leading from the feeder to the near side of the main line. Then we have to deal with properly crossing the tracks before the junction, and after that just go ahead and make the near side of the main line feed into the feeder. Once we're done with that, it's just a matter of making sure that our signals are correct on the junction, and then we're basically done. And this will function as a junction. Just quickly, here it is with some arrows pointing the direction of trains on the track. And don't worry, later on in this video there will be a live demonstration of this junction at work. One common problem that you'll run into, though, especially once your network gets really busy with that junction design, is that you'll have trains from your feeder line that will slow down trains on your main line when they try to join. The way to get around this issue is to use what's called priority signaling. So priority signaling basically just detects whether or not there's a train in a certain segment of the main line track, and then doesn't let a train in from the sideline if there is. In most scenarios, you'll really only need the priority signals on the connections from the feeder to the main line. So you can see here that I'm just building the second of the 2 priority signals that'll exist in this junction. The signals that you use for priority are an entrance at the entrance, an exit at the end, and then combo signals in between. So the entrance just goes where the feeder joins to the main line, exit at the end of the priority, and then a combo signal in between each of the connections from the priority to the main track. So here's the completed junction, fully operational, with enough trains running on it to make those priority signals useful. One thing that I'd like to show you before this video is over is one of the priority signals in action. So we have a train here that is going to be trying to join the main line from the sideline, but it's blocked immediately by a train right in front of it. It's blocked again by a train coming up the main line that's going at a fast speed, and it reserves the space on the track so it can keep on going. Once it's clear, the train continues on. So that's about all for now. Thank you everyone for tuning in. In my next video, I am hoping to sort of take all of these tools that I've shown in these 3 tutorial videos and build a relatively simple network on, I don't know, a small map, simple map. We'll see. But for now, that's about all. So once again, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.